This is an overview of setting up your teacher and advisor account with the club system. Just go to the little gear symbol here, My Account, and you're going to just see your last name that's been inputted from the list by your admin. Here it has Schollenberger Chris, and as it is, this is what will appear on a list of teachers for students to select. So if you don't want your name to appear as your last name, comma, first name, you can get rid of your first name if you want. You can add a Mr. or Mrs. or whatever your prefix might be into that area. Also check to make sure your school email address is correct. If you received an automatic login, then that should be correct anyway. It is coming to you. And the last thing you can do is, if you wish to have a password other than the default system password, you can just enter it here. There are no requirements for this password. It can be as silly as you want it to be. Once you're done, hit save, and it should save successfully. From here, there's not much to do until clubs are set up, but if you are a club advisor, you'll receive instructions on how to add clubs. If you hit this question mark here, you can look ahead and see that there are links to some other tutorial videos for adding and deleting clubs. And these other tutorials will help the process later on. I tried to design this website just to be very simple, the easiest nuts and bolts. It's basically a glorified club sign-up list, so we're just collecting names and that's it, pairing students with their clubs. So stress this with your students, do not include any other personally identifiable information. Only their names are going in here, and we don't want any FCPS related information going in as for our policies. So do keep that to the forefront in your conversations with them as they're signing up, not to use any student ID numbers or FCPS passwords. Just make them simple. It's just a simple sign up list. No security really needed in this. So if you are going to be doing adding and editing a club, there's a little plus symbol, and the video helps you to understand what this information is. Some other features you can look ahead to. There, you can add students later on once all the clubs have been entered into the system. If you have a student having trouble or difficulty signing up and you take pity on them, you can help that student get signed up right here yourself. Once they do have an account, you can hit edit students and the list of students will be there. You can select their name and edit their profile and help them get fixed up. And finally, if you are absent and you won't be present during a club day, there's the print rosters option, and this will allow you to print out your class list of students going to clubs, but also if you are an advisor, it'll also give you a printout list of students who are coming into your club. I like to use this one for my larger size clubs. It allows the students to take a little responsibility to check their name off when they enter the room, and I can input that in the system later on rather easily. The last thing I want to show you here is you might see this public view in a couple spots. Whenever you see that, I like to click that whenever some of this information will be available for student eyes to see. Like if I put the attendance list on the screen, I don't want students to be able to see ineligibility issues that might pop up. So there is some ineligibility features if you and your school choose to use those features. Just keep that in mind whenever you're going to be printing lists or showing lists of student names. Hit that public view whenever students will be able to see it. But beyond that, your main focus at this point is probably just hitting that gear and making sure your name looks correct and that your password is what you want it to be. And that's about it.